STECO.
Welcome to the video conditions for establishing a foreign invested company in Vietnam. The establishment of a foreign invested company is not merely an administrative procedure, but a process of checking the compliance with investment conditions under Vietnamese law and international treaties. Below are important groups of conditions that investors need to pay attention to. 1. Investor eligibility. According to Clause 22 Article 3 of the Law on Investment 2020, a foreign investor is an individual or organization established under foreign law. In order to be allowed to establish a company in Vietnam, the investor must have full civil legal capacity and civil act capacity, not fall into the cases prohibited from investment under Clause 2 Article 6 of the Law on Investment 2020, for example, drug trafficking, prostitution, undermining national defense and security. Note: some countries or territories may be restricted from accessing the Vietnamese market, depending on international commitments, WTO, CPTPP, EVFTA. 2. Business sectors for investment. Before investing, the investor must determine whether the intended business sector belongs to the list of prohibited investment sectors. According to Appendix 1 of the Law on Investment 2020, conditional investment sectors for foreign investors. According to Appendix 4 of Decree 31/2021, Decree of the Government, conditions may include limitation on capital ownership ratio, for example, not more than 49% in the aviation sector. Requirement for Vietnamese partners, for example, transportation services, advertising, requirements on expertise, experience, legal capital, etc. Example: a foreign investor wishing to open a kindergarten must ensure a minimum investment capital of $1 million, according to Decree 86/2018, Decree of the Government. 3. Forms of investment. According to Article 21 of the Law on Investment 2020, foreign investors can invest in Vietnam through the following forms: establishing a new economic organization, limited liability company, joint stock company, contributing capital, purchasing shares or capital contributions in an already established Vietnamese company, investing under contracts, BCC, PP. The choice of investment form will directly affect procedures to be carried out. Is investment registration certificate required? Time for dossier processing. Control rights of the investor in the enterprise. If the foreign investor holds 51% or more of the charter capital, the company is considered an economic organization with foreign investment capital, and will be subject to regulations applicable to foreign investors, according to Clause 2 Article 23 of the Law on Investment 2020. 4. Location of the investment project. According to Article 32 of the Law on Investment 2020, the investor must clearly register the location of the project implementation. Depending on the project location, the agency granting the investment registration certificate may be Provincial Department of Planning and Investment, Management Board of Industrial Zones, High-Tech Zones, Economic Zones. Location requirements must be suitable with the development planning of sectors, industries, and local infrastructure, not violate national defense and security conditions. Example: an FDI enterprise wishing to set up a factory in an industrial zone must have a legitimate land lease contract or factory lease contract before being granted the investment registration certificate. 5. Ownership ratio and capital contribution limit of foreign investors. The capital ownership ratio of foreign investors will depend on the business sector, whether limited or not, Vietnam's commitments under WTO and FTAs, provisions of specialized laws, securities, banking, telecommunications. Example: advertising sector. Foreign investors are only allowed to contribute a maximum of 49% capital, WTO commitment. Retail distribution sector must establish a joint venture, and business license conditions are reviewed after company establishment. If not in a restricted sector, foreign investors may own up to 100% of the charter capital. Determining all the above legal conditions is a crucial step before submitting the investment application. In order to avoid license rejection, multiple dossier adjustments, or worse, being penalized or having the investment registration certificate revoked after commencement of operations. Those are the key conditions foreign investors need to consider when setting up a company in Vietnam. Understanding and preparing the right way from the start can save you time, money, and legal risks. If you're looking for a professional team to support your investment journey, from legal advice and document preparation to working with government authorities, STECO offers specialized outsourced legal services tailored to foreign investment and business operations. We're here to support you every step of the way.